Welcome, y'all. It's Wes with DIY Food Plot Pro. Thanks for joining us. We're in the experiment plot. We've got an exciting new food plot to try. We are going to put this food plot through the ringer, see how it handles drought, deer pressure, weed pressure, all of those things. We're going to find out. That's what we do on this channel. I spend my time and my money to get results so that you don't have to. So I'm always a fan of trying new food plots, and this is something that one of my viewers recommended to me. And I had honestly never even heard of this stuff, but I am getting ready to plant this food plot here, which is right now it's soybeans. You got a good stand out here. There's nothing wrong with the beans at all, but I want to try another plot. I'm going to use about half this plot, and I'm going to work this ground. I'm going to sow it and disc it under. We got rain coming in this evening. We're going to see what this plot does. This is a summer annual plot. Here we are mid-July, so we're well suited in the time frame that it's going to go. It's supposed to go all the way up until a frost. It's supposed to be extremely drought tolerant. It's supposed to be extremely preferred by whitetails. Browsing pressure can be an issue, so I will use a scarecrow in this plot. If you haven't guessed it by now, the plot's name is Lab Lab. We are going to plant this field in Lab Lab before this rain, and we're going to see if this is the latest and greatest plot or if this is a plot that we should avoid and not plant on our farm. So Lab Lab is a legume, so it makes its own nitrogen, so there's no need to add any nitrogen fertilizer to the plot. I already put my fertilizer down this spring. I believe I put 300 pounds of 923/30. So I've got plenty of P and K here. So my fertility is in good shape. Lab Lab cannot stand cold weather. It cannot stand wet feet, wet soil. This is not wet soil at all. This is fairly well drained ground. It's not very good ground, but that is supposed to be one of the strongholds of Lab Lab, is you can put it on some inferior soils, droughty type soils, and Lab Lab is supposed to be able to handle pretty well, put some extensive root systems down. I'm kind of excited to try this. I always like trying new food plots, and I'm never gonna be the type that's gonna recommend anything to you before I actually give it a try on my farm. And that, to me, that's just super important for y'all to be able to trust what I'm saying. So as of right now, I'm not recommending this plot because I've never planted any before. Today is the first day that I'm gonna plant some. I ordered a 25-pound bag, and I'm gonna put it out over 2 or 3 different plots, and we're gonna see how this stuff works, see how the deer react to it, and see how it's preferred. If it works well, this will be a really good spot to be able to shoot some does early season. I've got a stand right here. This stand is right on the road. This is perfect for shooting those does early in the season, not having to go in super deep. This farm goes in over a mile. I don't like going all the way down in there to be able to shoot my does early season. I'd rather do it somewhere right here. We've got a fence line right behind you and a road literally 25 feet from me. But this plot fills up with deer. I had it in alfalfa for years, killed tons of deer off of it. It was a really, really good plot. But let's see how Lab Lab shakes out. Y'all be sure to follow, subscribe. When this stuff kind of gets a little bit more size to it, I'm gonna show you exactly the results that your guys are after, whether you need to plant this stuff or not. That video will be coming up in the future. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spread this. Important note to mention, this seed is not inoculated. I have rhizobia bacteria in this soil from years and years of planting legumes. It may very well be a different type of inoculant that is needed. If I see that the color is light yellow and it's not turning dark green on me, I'm just gonna throw some nitrogen out here on it. It's not a big deal to me. Being as this kind of is more of an experiment, I'm not counting on this to be a phenomenal crop. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't, wonderful. Either way, we've learned whether this has a place on our farms or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and spread this, and then we'll get to this. So for the seeding rate, I'm looking at around 20 pounds per acre, what I put. And then when I went back and I disc it in, I'm looking for around an inch, inch and a half. I just want that covered really well. Guys, I'm gonna finish disking her in. If you have any suggestions, I love trying these new things like this for you guys. So let me know if you have anything that you've been wanting to experiment with, didn't want to spend the money. Let me know, and I'll may very well put this in a plot next year, and let's give it a try and see what happens. So found this video helpful, smash that like and subscribe button. Thanks, guys.